Revelation chapter 11. And a reed like a rod was given to me, and one was saying, Be thou rising, and measure thou the temple of the God, and the altar, and them that worship therein. And the court which is without the temple leave without, and measure it not, for it hath been given to the nations, and the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months. And I will give to my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 lampstands, standing before the Lord of the earth. And if any man desireth to hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man shall desire to hurt them, in this manner must he be killed. These have the power to shut the sky, that it rain not during the days of their prophecy. And they have power over the waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with every plague, as often as they shall desire. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that cometh up out of the abyss shall make war with them, and overcome them, and kill them. And their carcass shall be in the street of the great big city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Mithraim, where also their Lord was crucified. And from among the peoples and tribes and tongues and nations do men look upon their carcass 3 days and a half, and are not leaving their carcasses to be laid in a tomb. And they that dwell on the earth rejoice over them, and make merry, and they shall send gifts one to another, because these 2 prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after the 3 days and a half, the breath of life from the God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that beheld them. And they heard a great voice from the sky saying to them, Come ye up hither. And they went up into the sky in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And in that hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and there were killed in the earthquake 7,000 persons, and the rest were affrighted, and gave glory to the God of the sky. The 2nd woe is past. Behold, the 3rd woe cometh quickly. And the 7th messenger sounded, and there followed great voices in sky, and they said, The kingdom of the world is become the kingdom of our Lord, and of his anointed, and he shall reign into the eons of the eons. And the 24 elders who sit before the God on their thrones fell upon their faces and worshipped to the God, saying, We give thee thanks, O Lord Yahweh the God, the Almighty, the one being, who also is the one who was being, because thou hast taken thy great power and didst reign. And the nations were wroth, and thy wrath came, and the time of the dead to be judged, and to give the reward to thy bondservants, the prophets, and to the holy ones, and to them that fear thy name, the small and the great, and to ruin them that ruin the earth. And there was opened the temple of the God that is in the sky, and there was seen in his temple the ark of the covenant, and lightnings became, and voices and thunders, and an earthquake, and great hail.